Macmillan Audio presents Memento Park by Mark Sarvas. Read for you by David LeDoux. Classification: Paintings. Accession number 56.838. Budapest street scene, 1925. Ervin Kálmán, Hungarian, 1883 to 1944. Oil on canvas mounted on cardboard, 57 centimeters by 63 centimeters. Whereabouts? Unknown. Part 1. I stand before the painting, which is small and, frankly, ugly. I can admit that, at least. Can finally see it, since it no longer represents serendipitous millions, or retrieved history, or much of anything more than a garish trio of midnight revelers on the Andrassy Oot. It's about 2 feet square, and it's full of sound. Receding echoes of the last war mingled with the next war's approaching thunder, ahead of which the jittery brushstrokes struggle to remain. The work is hobbled by interwar deprivation, brittle cardboard in lieu of canvas, the cheap paints cracked with age, the world reducing itself to ash around him, and still he painted, making do. Now in its nocturnal solitude, clinging to the baize wall of the empty auction house, the painting looks smaller and uglier still. These doomed Hungarian partiers, faces strangely like crows. Or is it ravens? Why do I always think of ravens? Bounded by thick black lines, impasto sludge gurgling within. How could I have failed to notice its shabbiness until now? I'm here alone at night, at the indulgence of the venerable auction house of Hathaway and Sons. To say goodbye, I told them. To spend one last evening communing with these shades, my request tinged with the unspoken threat of taking my ill-gotten gain to one of their rivals. I am aware of my presence in this room, of the figure I must appear to cut, my fealty always to my unseen audience, my ostentatious gravity. This weakness for the grand gesture must come from my father, the card player. Lately I find myself wondering if he was any good at it. Cards, that is. My mother left him about 5 years ago, so perhaps by the old adage, he was. I only have his word on that, though I've come to see how little that means. The street outside is quiet now, punctuated by the occasional late-night bus wishing along the damp blacktop. In a dozen hours or so, this gilded room will begin to fill with murmuring buyers straining for this elusive masterpiece. The doors will open promptly at 10, and Monsieur Leclos, my glistening French auctioneer, assures me it will be standing room only. Kálmáns are few and far between, and the appearance of a new one on the market, especially one as celebrated as the 6th and final Budapest street scene, will turn out the deep pockets. The painting, he assures me, will sell well beyond its estimate, renowned as he is for wringing every last bid from the room. And so tomorrow, Budapest street scene will no longer be mine. Though, I suppose, technically, it stopped being mine as of 7 o'clock this evening, when I advised Rachel, my very capable attorney and erstwhile traveling companion, to call Rabbi Wolf and convey to her my final instructions.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?